happy New Year's Day. So I haven't done one of these videos for, must be nearly 3 weeks. And I was about to say, I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not, because that's one of my New Year things that I'm working on, saying sorry less. But actually, it's because if I'm really honest, I've been struggling. I sort of lost my bottle with this. I started thinking, who am I to do these videos? They're not all polished. I don't use fancy lighting and filters, and who's going to want to listen to me anyway? And I sort of got a bit of imposter syndrome and started really doubting myself, having a confidence crisis. And then I was actually cringing at myself. I talked about this on my Instagram yesterday, and I was going to do this video yesterday, but I did run out of time. And I am a work in progress, but I'm going to work on all these things this year, and that's why I'm doing this video, but also to talk about a lot of this. And a lot of the reason I was struggling was because of testosterone. So I think I might have mentioned, I certainly did on my Instagram, but I might have mentioned on here that I had an instinct that my testosterone levels were low. Now, as you will know, I'm a huge advocate for HRT, body identical HRT, huge advocate. I think I'm perimenopausal, I'm 53, and estrogen and progesterone, life-changing. But the last sort of 6 months, I'd noticed a decline. And the sort of things I was noticing, this isn't everything, and but it was sort of things like dry eyes came back, so that my contact lens, I wear one contact lens and I've talked about this in my earlier videos, the strabismus lazy eye. I hate the expression lazy eye, but the vision in this eye is pretty much 20/20, so I don't need a contact lens for this eye, but I do for this one, for the long-sightedness. And the dry eye started coming back, so I couldn't really wear my contact lenses, and so I thought, oh hello, that's a bit odd. And then I found that, and it wasn't anxiety, it was more of a racing thoughts, and the only way I can describe it is I'd think about doing something and I'd start to do it, but then another thought would come. So it'd be like washing the dishes, oh, I need to do the laundry, so I'd stop that, do the laundry. Oh, I need to fold the laundry from yesterday, so I'd stop, put in the washing machine because I'd remember to do that, and then I'd think, oh, I didn't change my HRT patch yet, so I'll go and do that. Then it'd be like, oh, I haven't done the water filter, so I'll go and do that. And oh, I haven't put some stamps on some letters I need to post, so I'll go and do that. And it would be like jumping from one thought to another, and oftentimes I wouldn't be achieving anything. But also this sort of like revving, go, and my mind would be thinking, and it was exhausting. But also, I couldn't feel, this is the only way, best way I can describe it. It wasn't depression, it wasn't anxiety, I wasn't fearing anything, but it was a sense of I couldn't feel settled and safe in my own body. And I just had this instinct that I needed to get my testosterone levels tested. And it was also because I was listening to lots of podcasts and people I follow on Instagram, and it kept coming up. So I thought, okay, maybe this is the universe trying to guide me. So I booked an appointment with the private clinic, and it's a private clinic that I used when I first went on to HRT. And the reason I went to the private clinic was twofold. One is because I have an annual review with them anyway, and that was coming up in February, so I thought I can bring that forward. But also because to even get, and this wasn't to get a blood test, this was to have a conversation at my GP surgery about having a blood test, I'd have to wait a month. So that's, I'm not knocking the NHS, I'm just saying that as a reflection, that is a reality of the state of some of our GP surgeries. I didn't want to wait that long because I was struggling. My sleep had also gone a little bit erratic, but it was a not feeling settled in my own body, because even my husband was commenting that I always seemed, it seemed ill at ease. Oh, and also I was getting a lot of the sort of tip of the tongue syndrome. I thought, oh, these were some of the symptoms that I'd had before. So off I went for my test. It's a blood test for testosterone, but they did the they looked at my estrogen levels as well. And the results came back within about 4 working days, I think. And they sent the results to me with an assessment, and then I had my actual appointment to discuss treatment. My testosterone levels weren't just low, they were very low, which explained everything, but also my estrogen was low. So I have now started on testosterone. So I thought I'd just give you and sort of show you what I do, because as you know, I'm a huge advocate for HRT. So I take first estrogen. So I have a patch which I change twice a week. So this is the brand I use, and this is one I've opened because then I can show you what it looks like. And it has like a strip here that you peel, and then I put it on. I use like my bum or my thigh. I did try it on my lower abdomen, but I found absorption wasn't great there because some symptoms would come back. So that's the estrogen that I use. Then I use body identical progesterone. I take mine at night, and I take 100 milligrams, and I use this. So this is body identical, and I take one every single night. So this is a new packet, and they're just like that, and they seem to help with sleep for me anyway. So I take mine in the evening, and then we come to testosterone. So I've got this. This unfortunately is for men, as in one side. If a man needed it, they'd have one of these every day. We don't need that much, so I have to make this go across 8 days. So I'm on day 14 now, and so it's a bit fiddly, but I'm getting better. And I basically put a little snip in it, and I put a size of a chickpea on my finger, and it's a gel, and I just massage that in lower body, alternating the side, and it absorbs super fast. And as I say, I've got used to it now, so I do that more or less as soon as I've cleaned my teeth in the morning. So I've got into a routine of doing it. So I'm 14 days in, and I'm already noticing improvements. So I'm feeling, I'm not there yet, it's a work in progress, but I'm feeling a lot more settled in my body. And it's not linear. Some days are better than others, and bearing in mind it's Christmas and I've been away, and been away for 3 days. It's difficult to eat clean, so I know that affects my body. But taking all of that into account, I feel a little bit more settled in my body, just a little bit more. But I'm not there where I think I need to be yet. The dry eye is definitely improving because I can wear my contact lens without it irritating me. Whereas before, I'd be like, oh, and after an hour or so with that, I think I'm going to take it out and put my glasses on. I'm definitely feeling a little bit more articulate, and I'm feeling a little bit more confident. And that was another reason why I wasn't making so many of these videos. Kind of lost my bottle. I really did. I got really lacking in confidence. That is coming back. I'm feeling just safer in my own body. It's really hard to explain. But one thing I noticed today, sleep's got a little bit better as well. But one thing I noticed today, my vision. Oh my God, I've been out for a walk because it's New Year's Day, and everything just looks sharper, clearer, and more sort of like the colour's more vibrant. And we know, or I know because I've researched it, that testosterone has an impact on the quality of our tears and how they evaporate. So I don't know the science, but definite improvements. And I'm just feeling a little bit more settled. So this is just a video on, my transformation, because a huge part of my transformation is all of this. And I've had cancer. HRT does not give you cancer. That is my opinion. That is my view, and I treasure my body, and I'm willing to use good quality body identical HRT. The other thing that I use as well, I've used them before and I've started again, is, you know, I love Will Powder's products. So they do a testosterone precursor. So I have this 3 times a week, and I've just started doing those at the same time I started taking the testosterone. So if that's something you're interested in, I can report back on another time on how I'm progressing. But yeah, I think my view, I think all women should be offered HRT. I think actually one of the things that would be amazing and would probably save the NHS here in the UK billions would be if, like they do at age 50, they offer every woman a mammogram. Why don't they also say, come and get a blood test to see what your hormone levels are like, see what your testosterone's like, see what your estrogen's like. Oh, because my estrogen was low as well on the blood test, so I've upped that. I typically take 50 ml. I've upped it now to 62.5, so I take another 25 ml patch and cut that in half. But I think that, because I know there are women who are going to the GP because they're having all of the symptoms of the perimenopause and the menopause, and they're being given antidepressants, all sorts of things, when actually they need HRT. Got to protect our bones as well and our brain, because what I've learned in my research is estrogen and testosterone are in all the cells of the body. I mean, one of the things that I learned when I had my clinic appointment about the testosterone is that it affects dopamine receptors in the brain if your levels are low. So it means you won't be producing as much dopamine or serotonin, which is why I wasn't feeling depressed, but I was just feeling very flat. And I'm starting to find the joys coming back again. So if you think all the cells in your body, and your brain in particular, if your brain receptors are not getting testosterone, which we need it. It's not just a male hormone. And I know I'm not going to grow testicles or a beard or anything. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. Episode all about HRT and how I'm getting on after the testosterone. So if you're feeling not quite yourself, might be worth getting your hormones tested. So that's all for today.